Everyone, welcome back to a new post today. Let's continue with the economy for the week gone by for January 2019 to 25th. So we had completed the week for 12th to 18th. This is week 2 of January 2025. Important for your mains UPSC examination as well as your prelims UPSC Civil Services Examination 2025. Let's look at the most important topics in economy that made news this week gone by. The very first is about Trump, now elected as the president of US, and now he's decided to pull out of a corporate tax agreement. So this agreement was signed by 140 countries. It is signed by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development and is called as a global tax deal, and it aims to tackle tax avoidance by large multinational companies, and the two pillars of this deal are: pillar 1 aims to reallocate the residual profits of the large multinational companies from their home countries to jurisdiction where they actually generate the revenue, that is, the company generates the revenue, and pillar 2 is establishment of 15% of global minimum corporate tax. So this is the two pillars for the global tax deal out of which Trump has pulled out. So he's decided not only to pull out of this corporate tax deal, but also has decided to pull out of the Paris Climate Change Agreement, apart from withdrawing from the WHO and also undoing many of his predecessors' policy as well. So this measure of pulling out of the global tax deal is said to have an impact on other countries who are adopting it, and also on the motive to tackle what is called as tax avoidance. The executive order signed said that they wanted to investigate in US whether the countries that plan to implement the rules that are extraterritorial or disproportionately affects the American companies, and to draw up recommendations for retaliatory measures by America in 60 days. Now, the OECD corporate tax deal is a global tax agreement that aims to ensure that the multinational corporations pay a minimum tax where they earn the revenue, in which country they earn the revenue. The deal was proposed, as I told you, by OECD. It imposes a minimum tax of 15% on the profits by large multinational companies, and it also requires the companies to pay taxes in countries where they earn their profits. Apart from that, the deal is intended to prevent the companies from avoiding taxes by operating in low tax jurisdictions. So it was signed by India as well, and the deal was set to take off in 2023 but delayed due to certain global adoption issues. And what are the benefits? Now, it is expected to reduce undertaxed profits by around 80%. It is expected to raise the revenues of the countries by this global additional tax revenue, and it is also going to benefit low and middle income countries. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture, which is at number 2, that is the next important issue, has now initiated a survey to understand the consumption patterns of edible oils in the country, starting what is called as the first ever edible oil consumption survey. Let me tell you that in India, there is a big mismatch between the production and the supply of edible oils. We are also one of the largest importer of edible oils, mainly palm oil and other edible oils like soy and also sunflower oil. India is the largest importer and consumer of edible oils, primarily palm, soy and sunflower oil. Top of the edible importing countries are China, Germany, US, Malaysia and Netherlands. And the industry reports that the per capita annual consumption of oil has risen by over 20 kg in India, exceeding the recommended level of 12 kg by the Indian Council of Medical Research and 13 kg by WHO. This also paves a way for many lifestyle related non-communicable diseases as well, and also obesity. So this marks a substantial increase from 2.9 kg, just 2.9 in 1950-60, driven by factors like rising incomes, urbanization and changing dietary food habits as well. So edible oil consumption in India is about 11 million metric tons in 2023 and 24, and India aims to double the edible oil output to reduce its reliance on imports. The edible oil imports have rose from 15.5 million metric ton just to 15.5 million metric ton from just 4.37 million metric ton during the same period. And also India aims to double its production of edible oil as well. India started a new program called as the National Mission for Edible Oil Seeds to increase the growth of edible oil seeds in the country. The next is about the diamond industry. So the Ministry of Commerce has unveiled a new scheme called as Diamond Imprest Authorization Scheme that's going to benefit the diamond industry of India. So diamond industry of India majorly is located on the west coast, especially cities and districts like Surat, Mumbai, Saurashtra, North Gujarat. We are the largest producer expert. We have the largest industry with regard to cutting, polishing and export of diamonds to many countries around the world. This industry employs millions of people, supporting more related industries as well. And the industry employs about 1.3 million workers in cutting, polishing, trading and also exporting of diamonds. The city of Surat alone employs 8 lakh workers, making it the largest hub for cutting and polishing in the world. And as I told you, apart from that, Mumbai is a major center for diamond trading in India. The towns of the cities of Saurashtra and North Gujarat are major centers of cutting and polishing as well. And this scheme is now allows duty-free import of natural cut and polished diamonds, which aim to boost India's industry by promoting value addition and also increasing exports. The scheme is designed to enhance the global competitiveness of Indian diamond sector by facilitating streamlined process of importing small diamonds under certain carat size. Now, the objective mainly is to enable duty-free import of natural uncut polished diamonds to facilitate processing and value addition in the country and further export itself. The other rationale behind the scheme is to counteract competition in other countries. Several diamond mining countries like Botswana, Namibia and Africa have implemented policies requiring manufacturers to establish cutting and polishing facilities locally, promoting value addition within their own countries. And therefore, to counteract this competition, the Government of India has started the Diamond Imprest scheme. It also wants to boost the domestic industry, especially for small diamonds, to the manufacturers, and aims to create jobs in the sector as well. The diamond industry has been hit by Russian and Ukraine war and also was during the COVID period as well. So the next is about the Ministry of Mines annulling the tungsten mines in Madurai. So the Government of India announced a decision to cancel an auction of tungsten mining rights, which is a critical mineral, and this decision was met with celebrations with the local population of Madurai. The Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly had unanimously passed a resolution urging the centre to immediately cancel the tungsten mining rights. In a meeting with the Union Minister of Coals and Mines, the Ambala Karars, that is the local community of the Madurai district, told him that the mining block is located in a Aritapatti biodiversity heritage site and also includes a number of natural heritage sites as well. The Union government therefore stopped and annulled the tungsten mining rights to the company. It said that it supports the protection of the bioheritage site which is located there. The block was initially put up for auction in 2024 February and was given to Hindustan Zinc Limited, which was the winning bidder. And let me tell you that apart from the tungsten is a rare, dense and a hard metal with the atomic number 74 and a symbol of W. It is found in the Earth's surface, usually as a compound and also mixed with other elements. Tungsten has a high smelting point of all the elements except carbon and is a key element especially in aerospace, defense, electronics, automotive, extractive, construction sectors where it is used in cemented carbides, high-speed steel and super alloys as well. So it is a critical mineral and its production is dominated by China in the world, which produces 80% of it. And the next is about the small tea growers complaining of adverse impact of imports on them. Now, the Northeast Confederation of Small Tea Growers Association has sought the centre's help to save this 200-old tea industry in India. The massive jump in tea imports, especially from the neighbouring Nepal, Bhutan and other African countries, have hit this industry worstly. And the tea boards of India's directive to early closure of tea production in North India has further left over 2 lakh small tea growers from Northeast at their own destiny. So the growers now contribute 54% of the tea produced in Northeast, and they have petitioned Prime Minister Narendra Modi to increase the production and to stop the imports, the cheap imports coming from the African countries. In a letter, the association directed the association had said that the Tea Board of India directed the small tea growers to stop harvesting tea leaves from December 1st 2024 for overcoming demand and mismatched supply. Imports of tea from Kenya, Nepal and other African countries are hurting the tea producers in India. As per the official figures of the Tea Board, from Kenya, the imports are almost 13.71 million kgs, whereas in 2023 it was just 3.53 million kgs. And this has seen a jump of 288% of imports. This is what the Tea Association says. That with regard to Nepal, the Mechi Customs Office has witnessed a 55.70% rise in tea imports in India in just 6 months, and the early closure of the tea industry in northern India is cited as a reason behind the jump in the rise in tea imports and also displacing the homegrown teas in India. Referring to the exports, which indicated 119 million kgs of old teas referring to the reports, almost 119 million kgs of old tea in Mombasa Auction Center in the African nation was awaiting to be exported to India, further pushing India to displace the native tea growers. So this is about the tea economy, which is facing a competition from cheap, low quality imported teas into the country. And the next is about the Jawaharlal Port Authority now being celebrated as the top global ports in India and also the world. It has reached 10 plus million 20-foot equivalent units in 2025 January and is further poised to achieve 10 million plus 20-foot equivalent units throughput by 2027. So in this on this occasion, the Ministry of Shipping, Waterways and Ports, Sarvananda Sonowal, launched multiple projects worth 2,000 crore to expand further the capacity of the Jawaharlal Nehru Port in Mumbai. And in 2024, the port had handling the highest ever container capacity of 7.5 million 20-foot equivalent units, performing more than 90% of the capacity. Let me tell you that there are 12 major ports in the country: Chennai, Cochin, Deen Dayal, which is Kandla, Jawaharlal Nhava Shava in Mumbai, Kolkata, Marmagua, Mumbai, New Mangalore, Paradip, VO Chidambarar, that is in Tuticorin, Visakhapatnam and Kamarajar Port in Ennore, under the Government of India, that's under the control of Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Recently, the Government of India has launched the Maritime Amrit Kal Vision of 2024, embracing aspirations for logistics, infrastructure, shipping, supporting the blue economy. And let me tell you that India ranks 22nd in the international shipment category as against 44 in 2014. And the National Logistic Portal inaugurated, which connects all the stakeholders in the logistics community. Sagar Manthan is a digital platform launched for comprehensive data related to the ministry and all its organization. Sagar Setu, a mobile app, has been launched for increasing ease of doing business. And Costa Serena recently was the first international cruise liner that was launched in India from Mumbai. And also recently, as a major development in the waterway, the Government of India launched the first river cruise MV Ganga Vilas from Varanasi to Dibrugarh, covering 3,200 kilometers, further giving a boost to river-based tourism. And the next is about the Union Ministry of Commerce and Industry now aiming to produce 10,000 geographical indication tags by 2030, giving a further boost to intellectual property rights and also innovation as well. Presently, we have 605 geographical indication tags. These tags protect products of a particular region. They prevent unauthorized use of the product's name, origin or sign. It also promotes the use of local resources and traditional methods and gives a particular recognition to a product from a region. The GI tag preserves a cultural heritage by region and promotes its traditional products as well. It also makes Indian products more globally marketable, giving a boost to the Bharat identity. Apart from that, we have many GI products in India. We have the law which governs GI products is the Geographical Indication Goods Act of 1999. It came into effect in 2003, and we have one district, one product initiative by the Government of India. We have 775 districts, so 775 unique products which can get a geographical indication tag. Apart from that, we have textiles, we have agriculture products, we have manufactured goods, we have cultural products which have already got GI tag recognition. So there are many tags products from India which can get geographical tag recognition. This will only boost further exports and also inter-market operability within the country. giving a boost to that region and its products as well. So the government now aiming for 10,000 geographical indication tags by 2030. These were the topics I thought I should be tracking for you for the economy for week gone by, January 19 to 25th. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my next post. Until then, it's very happy learning.